wanky this morning. There's nobody out there. Is Facebook land empty? Have y'all gone on vacation? Y'all say enough of that nonsense? I ain't watching her no more. She's weird. I wouldn't blame you. Come back. Come back. I'll never let go. Come back. Oh, there's no one. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and make pancakes on my own then, since none of you are here. There's probably no notification. Let's see. Let's call out the forces. I'll call out the backup. There we go. Kayla! Good morning, my dear friend. All right, now people are coming. Goodness gracious. Hey, Susan. Hey, Tiffany. If you're watching live, comment, because that's what makes people notice that I'm live. And it's way more fun when there's a whole host of people on. Hey, Michelle. You can also share this video if you love me. If you don't, you can just forget it. Just kidding. All right, let's make some pancakes, shall we? Hey, Cindy Wetzel. Hey, Cheryl. We're gonna make the protein strong pancakes from Trim Healthy Wisdom. If you're all into the wisdom, okay, I am. I'm all about getting my nerd 3 level nerd, whatever. Hey, James. Level 3 nerd, whatever. Protein on, getting lots of protein, getting lots of healthy carbs. Because if you hear people out there telling you carbs are dangerous for breakfast, you can ignore that. That's hoo-hoo. All right, I'm gonna pull up. Hi, Karen Mickelberg. I'm gonna pull up the recipe. This has 1/3 of a cup of old-fashioned oats. This is the original, basically the original Trim Healthy Pancakes. The recipe that started it all. This was the first ever viral recipe, but they've tweaked it to be more protein strong. But I'm gonna change it because why would I make a recipe the way it's written when I can change it and destroy it? Someone tell me that. All right, 1/3 of a little cup of oats. I love these containers. They are the best thing ever. I'm gonna add, ooh, kefir and psyllium husk. You are whizzing today. 1/2 cup of the old cottage cheese. Do you wonder why they call it this? Was it first invented in a cottage? Was there somebody in a cottage going, oh, I just curdled my milk. Let me taste it. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. I'm going to call this cottage cheese. Where do you think it came? How do you think? Do you think Ma Ingalls in her little, whoops, I guess that was a prairie, not a cottage. I don't know. All right. How much was that? Did I put in the right amount? I did. 1/2 cup cottage cheese, 1/2 cup egg whites. We're going to do, you like it's a sweater. Isn't it pretty, Susan? Isn't it pretty? I got this at TJ Maxx in Maine. I think that's where I got it. 1/2 cup of egg whites. Now listen, this is a sweet recipe. So go ahead and use the egg whites that have garlic. Yeah. It won't hurt. Nobody will know. All right, 1/2 cup. Wait, is that right? Before I pour that in there. Yes, I know it is. I know it is. It's a 1/2 cup of egg whites. Bessie, why are you wandering? You're stressing me out. What are you doing? You looking for a place to puke? You better not be. All right, 1.5 teaspoons of the old super sweet. Hi, why are you wondering all over the place? What are you wondering for? 1 teaspoon right there 1 to 1.5. Well, you know that 1 to 1.5 means 1.5 for me. I'm always going to go with the higher amount because that's how I roll. And then half a teaspoon of the whole baking powder. How much? Half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of baking powder, or bacon powder if you're from Maine. And then a little vanilla. A dash. I don't know what a dash looks like, to be honest. Okay. And then it calls for 2 to 3 tablespoons of oat fiber. It says it's optional. I don't do a lot of kefir in my cooked stuff because it kind of kills off the bacteria, and I don't love kefir enough that I want to. If I'm gonna have to taste kefir, it better have some good bacteria in it. So I don't want to cook it. Jan, is why I don't use a lot of kefir. Like I would, if it was uncooked, I would suck it up and do kefir. But I hate kefir. I drink it because I know it's good for me. I don't want to kill off any good bacteria. It's my reason I don't do that. Oh, you got some goji, Jamie. All right, blend this up. She says blend this up and then add your oat fiber and let it sit. But here's what I was thinking. What if we used psyllium instead of oat fiber? What do you think? I'm going to grind those oats up as well as I can. So here's what I was thinking. TikTok, and by TikTok I mean Instagram, because I don't really do TikTok. The only thing I do on TikTok, there's one thing I do on TikTok, and it's watch those people open jewelry. Have you guys ever watched those people open jewelry in the little fizzy boxes, and they put the little fizzy blocks into the water and it all sizzles off? I have to watch those every day. They get on my nerves, but I gotta watch them. Because what are they gonna get next? One of these days, oh, you guys. Hold on, I'll see if I can fix my internet. Hold on. Hang tight. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. So I would, anyway, on TikTok, I saw on Instagram Reels, I saw that they cook pancakes in a pan. You know, CJ, I think half the issue is face space. Face space is really frustrating to me. It doesn't. My streaming struggles on Facebook every single time, and people come on and say, "No, YouTube's fine." I think it's a Facebook issue. It requires more gumption than YouTube. So anyway, on Instagram Reels, they put their pancakes in a pan and scramble them and make bowls, like pancake bowls. So I'm going to do that. But what do you guys think? What is your thought on replacing the oat fiber with psyllium husk? Do you think it would come in? Do you think it would come out okay? Or do you think it would be slimy? Because cooking psyllium husk can get slimy. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts? Should I just suck it up and go with the oat fiber and get my psyllium husk a different way? Or do you think I should leave it as is? What do you think? Give me your thoughts. See, everybody says YouTube is okay. Space. It's Zuck. Old Zuckerberg. He's messing with me. He's at home. doing something on his computer, screwing up the connection. That's what he said. Zuckerberg, I'm telling you. It's Zuck. Well, I'm thinking I'm going to cook them. I'm going to cook them so it needs to go in now, because once it starts cooking, then it would just stick to it, CJ, and be like powder on the outside of my pancakes. So I'm wondering if it will cook into my batter. I'm going to go for it. What? You think it'll be slimy? What's the worst that could happen? We have to remake them? Oh, I don't know. Go over on YouTube, Meredith. Go over on YouTube. Try YouTube. This is why I lose viewers like crazy. Oh, you know, let's just do it. I love me. See what happens. The worst that could happen is my pancakes will be destroyed. It'll be fine. Oh, well, I just put in quite a bit. I didn't put in a small amount. I am starving. My stomach is grumbling. I'm hungry. All right. Let's heat up the pan. I'm drooling now. We'll do it over here, so hopefully you can see. Do you guys? Oh, I made bread for my family a couple weeks ago, and by made, I mean I bought frozen bread dough. Yeah. They ate both loaves. So this week, I made them new loaves, and nobody ate them. 2 loaves of bread, going dry, nobody eating. All right. See, YouTube is better. Go over onto the YouTube. Everybody go to YouTube. All right, we gotta heat this pan up because it's gotta be hot. But I'm not gonna cook these in pancake form. I'm gonna scramble them. Hey Jerry, how are you this morning, girl? I'm gonna have a good day today. Marin and I are gonna go to the Science Museum, and later, and then after I got a bunch of work to do to get ready for Wisdom workshop on Monday. And then we're gonna go to the mall, because every teen girl likes to go to the mall, and so does her 46-year-old mother. We like to go mall hopping, so we're gonna go to the mall, look at stuff we don't need, buy crap we probably don't need either. Man, my cabinets need somebody to come in and clean them. Cindy! All right. I'm gonna get that pan good and hot. The bread is all dried out already. It's been sitting there waiting for them to eat, and now it's like, now they don't want it because they're like, it's dry. Yeah, because you didn't eat it. Fools. All right, my mix is nice and thick. Looks like pancake batter, to be honest. Doesn't it? Let's see, I'm gonna turn my camera a little bit closer to the stove. Hopefully you can see. I'm just gonna cook this the way I would scrambled eggs. This looks like a heck of a lot. All right, I know they said to cook it a little bit on the bottom on the Instagram. To cook it a little bit and then start scrambling it up. Yes, Monday. We start the workshop on Monday. And I've been building out content. And you know, here's what I was gonna do. My goal was to like do a couple of longer educations. That's been my plan all along. But last night or yesterday afternoon, I was building out the written content, and I thought, you know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm going to do education every day, but it's just going to be like 5-minute education that recaps the written, so that if you don't want to read the written, you can listen to the video. If you don't want to watch the video, you can listen to the written. It's for everyone. I got 5 rotten bananas right there. Tilson came down and he said, I'm going to go get a banana. And I said, I don't think you're going to want them. And he came over and saw the bananas and said, oh, they were rotten. I said, it's because you bought them 2 weeks ago. Yes. Who said something? Yes, Meredith. I'm scrambling them like eggs because I saw it on Instagram where they were like scrambling it in a bowl and then putting it in a bowl. CJ, yes, you're right. I should start saying that. Smash that like button. I hate it when people say that. It's so irritating. Smash that button. Don't smash it. Just tap it lightly. It does the same thing. What in the IHOP is going wrong with this? Listen, Meredith. Genius. Genius is formed in this kitchen, all right? I need a different spatula. Because my good old non-stick pans are sticking pretty hardcore here. Are you concerned about something, Sebastian? Is there a reason you're skulking at me around the corner? I know you can't see this well, but I have my little frying pan that I could cook on the kitchen counter, but I just don't. Well, I'm going to tell you this. It's a little bouncy. It's a little bouncy, but that's okay. Bounce is good. You guys, the other day when I was talking about my butt and I said something about this bounce and this bounce or something, I was faced away from the camera grabbing my butt, and that is what YouTube chose to make its background. So every time now you scroll through the pictures, there's a picture of me grabbing my butt. This is fabulous. Thank you, YouTube. I appreciate your help. I did preheat the pan, Nikki. I did. I preheated it. I preheated it. Sometimes they stick really bad and stuff. Like, it scrapes off easy though. I know what you all are thinking. You're thinking, why are you the way that you are? Why do you do things the way that you do? The recipe had the instructions and the ingredients, and you just couldn't leave well enough alone. You had to mess with it and change it and make it your own instead of just eating it the way it was, and it would have been a wonderful recipe. I know what you're thinking, but listen, I'm innovative. Innovative means I watch Instagram and then try to be like them, and I'm not very good at it. Can I help you with something? Why are you staring? What do you want? What do you want? He's just standing here. What do you want? Come here. Why are you just awkwardly staring at me, old man? Huh? Do something you want? You want a blues? You want a blueberry? Yeah, of course you do. Oh, right in the dishwasher. You like your new wave pans? Are they new, Shirley? Did you just get them? Mary. I'll tell you, this is going well so far. It's going super well so far. This psyllium is not cooking. So Mary, were are they actually edible with the psyllium? Because mine is not cooking. Mine is just turning into a rubber ball, like in the little machines at the Walmart that you put the 25 cents in, you get the little rubber ball. That's what mine is. I know, YouTube is different. I know. I much prefer Facebook for the engagement and stuff, but Mary, mine are not cooking. Did yours actually cook? I feel like I'm gonna have to add some water and a cover to steam them because they're not cooking. They're not. just staying. They're just staying rubber balled. Watch, I bet it bounces. I'll be darned if it didn't. It bounced. Okay. Tip number 1, do not replace oat fiber with psyllium. Mine is not, it's not working. I thought you said you made the pancakes with psyllium and they came out perfect. I know that's what you said. I have to scroll back and prove you wrong. I just had, I just saw it. Where did it go? I just lost it. I found your comment and I just lost it. I have to go back and prove myself right. I just cooked mine with psyllium and it was not slimy. That was what your comment said. Okay, I think we're gonna have to start this process again because this is not working. It was worth a try. You see, it has some bounce to it. I kid you not. It is not working. No, it's like sludge. Okay, let's find a spot for this. And, we're gonna try it again. Okay, see, Mary, that's not what you said. Your comment said I just cooked mine with psyllium and it was great. You need to be more specific, Malone. My nonstick pan worked fabulously there. I love these pans, don't get me wrong, but they're super not that great at nonstick, but they are good pans. They cook nice and even. That's what I like. Unless you're trying to cook oatmeal pancakes with psyllium husk. That was not my best attempt. Yes, I just wasted a little. It's okay. I already put my thingamajig in the dishwasher. Now I can get it out all over again. Why do I have to mess with a recipe when somebody else has already tested it and proven that it's good? Why do I have to go messing with it? Just because I want, you know what the stupid thing is? There's probably more fiber. Shirley, go back and look at the comment. All it says was, I made mine with psyllium. That's all it said. How am I supposed to know she had oatmeal? She didn't say that. Mary's fault. It's Mary's fault that I screwed this up. It's always Mary's fault. She's marvelous, but she makes messes too. There's probably more fiber in oat fiber than psyllium husk, and I just did that for no reason. Just right. There's probably more fiber in oat fiber. I'm just teasing you. Stick it in a blender, turn it back into a glob, and then smash it into a block. She showed it where? Here? I'm on FaceSpace and YouTube. I don't see stuff she's showing. All right, let's try this again. 1/3 of a cup of oatmeal. I need to order some more oatmeal. I think I'm getting low. 1/2 cup of egg whites. From your dirty thing that's in the dishwasher. That's okay. The dishwasher's clean. It just come out. I just cleaned it. It's all good. Don't fret. Cottage cheese that you already put away. 1/2 cup of that. Man, I hate that I wasted 1/2 cup of my good culture. I just got some cottage cheese in my coffee. That'll be a surprise later. All right. What else? What else is in this? 1.5 teaspoons of super sweet. We're gonna make it according to the instructions, except we're still gonna fry it like eggs. We're still gonna scramble it into a pancake bowl because I can. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I already put that away. That's what I get for being efficient. Now, come on now. I want to stay clean. What helps? Vanilla and 3 tablespoons of oat fiber. All right, where do you think my oat fiber is? I haven't used that in a long time. Oh, it's right there. Vanilla. Then we'll blend it. Then we'll add 3 tablespoons of oat fiber, and then we'll fry it. I'm just teasing. I can't see the comment. Y'all are defensive of Mary. Man, nobody can pick on Mary around here. Man, everybody gets all riled up if you pick on Mary. Calm down. She can handle it. I know she can. She's good for a good tease. Sweet folks. Bunch of defensive people in here this morning. All right, what am I adding now? 3 tablespoons of oat fiber. I need a tablespoon. Tablespoon. This is 1.5 tablespoons, so we need 3 tablespoons. And I do math pretty well these days. Basically a professional mather person. All right, let's preheat the pan. It's all got garbage in it right now. I wiped it out the best I could. Let's spray it again. I know. Everybody says, you're not supposed to put spray in those pans. I know. Yeah. Okay. Let's preheat it. Put 3 tablespoons, stir 3 tablespoons of oat fiber, and then we're going to let it thicken for a minute. And then we're going to fry it like an egg. Well, I can tell you this, that looks much more like a pancake batter now. Who knew that if you follow the recipe, it might actually look like the food you're trying to create? Shocking. If this doesn't turn out good, I'm eating chili out of my fridge. I got plenty of it. I still have some black and bean mango stuff to eat. Now I have a huge pot of chili for my class last night. And it was good. I tried it, marinate a big bowl of it. She really liked it. But as soon as she was done, she goes, "You know what that chili needs, Mom? That chili needs beans." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." It's really good without it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, last night I held a class. I have a recipe I made called winter warming chili. Mine was made of fuel pull. And we had a cornbread that had no corn in it. Yes, there is cottage cheese in these, Linda. I think you could do yogurt as a replacement if you didn't want cottage cheese in them, though. Anyway, we made the chili last night and it came out really, really good. And I tasted it and it's really delicious, but I still think I think it needs beans. I'm a beans in my chili kind of girl. I love beans. I don't think I've ever met a bean I didn't like. I just love them. So, yes, Susan, seriously, the math curriculum we have now has changed my girl's entire perspective on math. She's so good at it. She's 100% on Algebra 2 every single day. She nails it every day. I'm telling you, I should have used this curriculum years ago. It is the best thing we've ever done. She's also killing chemistry. She's knocking chemistry out of the park because of what we ordered. And she's killing English. I love her English. We're doing IEW for English thanks to Jamie. Love it. She's nailing it. History, we are using Compass Classroom. She loves it. Bible, I don't remember what we're using, but she's loving it. Math, we're using Denison Math, and I'm telling you, it has changed everything. She's a little math whiz now. She went from barely passing math to like this is Denison Math. I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever. He is fabulous. It's absolutely wonderful. And then chemistry, we're using chemistry for homeschoolers. So it's called Get Out of the Dishwasher, Stop Licking. Gross. Yeah, we just started this IEW and she's killing it. She's doing great. Better than she's ever done. So I don't know if I would imagine there's a senior level one for next year. Senior, you guys. Senior. She's gonna be a senior. What the actual heck? Look at the size of this. I'm gonna scramble this like eggs, but look at the size of this thing. If you're from Maine, this is like a stop trying to call me while I'm live, you guys. Sorry. All right, we're gonna go ahead and scramble it. Oh, I think goodness, we could just flip the whole thing. I just spilled it all over the edge of my pan. I just spilled it all down the side of my. Yes, Alice, it's a video lesson and then a paper homework, paper sheet. And then any problem you get stuck on, you can go click on the problem and he'll walk you through the problem. It's wonderful. I mean, and it was cheap, comparatively speaking, to a lot of them. Teaching textbooks was great through 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade. And then it terrible after that. It's way too fast and he doesn't explain things well. He talks 100 miles an hour. Geometry and Algebra 1 and teaching textbooks did not work for us. They're good for some people, I'm sure, but it did not work good for us. But the Denison Math has changed everything about it. Now, if I could go back and do math from day one, I would have done Math UC, but we tried to do Math UC halfway through and switching halfway through. It was like he doesn't teach you the process. You're just jumping in. It was impossible. No, she's been homeschooled since 5th grade when she had a terrible teacher. She had a terrible experience in 5th grade, and she was in a private Christian school for years, and then there was too much bullying that was being allowed to happen, and I was over it, not just with her, but lots of kids, and I was over it. And so we changed to a different private school, and her first year in 4th grade was wonderful. She had a fabulous teacher. 5th grade, there was a lot of teacher bullying that took place that was on video, and wasn't great. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to homeschool this kid. And that's what I did. We homeschooled and from 6th grade on, and I wish we had done it from kindergarten. Best thing we've ever done. She's just, we've had hard years, but she's thrived. Yeah, she did. She loved teaching textbooks from the beginning, but once we hit 9th grade, I should have immediately, within 3 weeks, I knew it wasn't going to be right. We barely, both of us cried the entire way through Algebra 1. And now she's doing Algebra 2, and I'm watching her do it. And I'm not, like in the beginning, I sat with her so I could learn it too. And it was great. And then she took it and was like, she's doing it all on her own without any intervention. And I look at the lessons she's doing right now, and I'm like, I can't believe she knows how to do that stuff. Like, she's really, really, really good. Yeah. Bullying is just, teacher bullying is the worst. Marin is not the most organized student on the planet. And one of the instances that happened, I don't think the teacher really had a lot of love for Marin, to be honest. Marin irritated her and was not as fast at some things. Marin is not, doesn't move as fast as other kids. Mentally she does, physically she does not. And this teacher, Marin had trouble keeping her backpack organized, and she would put a bunch of papers in it and they would fall out on the floor. So it was always a mess, which she needed to figure out. I get that. I totally agree. It was falling out all over the floor. Lunchbox was hanging out because she was always trying to hurry. She was always the last person with her snow clothes on, always just trying to keep up because her coordination was never very great. And that started really, really young. And so anyway, one day the teacher took video of all the kids' stations, clean, 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 then Marin's mess, clean, 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 and put it up on the video and did a lesson on how not to take care of your things in front of the whole class of 27 children. The teacher called her out, put it on video, and said, this is how you don't take care of your things. And Marin was mortified. She was not the same kid for the rest of 5th grade. She was so embarrassed. She was so humiliated. And then she would come home with papers that didn't have notes on them, but had deep written, like if somebody was mad and they took their pen and did an X like this, and it was like deep through the paper, you could tell the teacher was mad. All of her papers would look like that. So I said, you know what? No. And we laughed. And homeschooling has proved to be a lot cheaper financially than private school too. All right, we're cooking with gravy now. It's coming. We're getting a pancake bowl here now. It's coming. It's just taking a little time to cook. Oh, it made me angry for her too. That lady's not a teacher anymore. She was a teacher for 1 year. She never went back because she decided it wasn't for her. All right, I'm going to put gentle sweet and cinnamon on my pancakes. I'm not in, oh yes, I did. I'm not a very aggressive person, you guys, but if you mess with my kid, I am. I think mama bears were all like that. I almost beat a woman up at Home Depot once because she said the F word at my kid and screamed at her. And she called me fat. Like, it was a whole thing. I almost beat her up. It's a good thing I probably didn't, but I almost did. Anyway, so yes, I had words. I am absolutely not the my kid can do no wrong type of mom. Not me. That is not me. I am not that kind of kid. My kid or mom, my kid can do wrong just like any kid. They can all screw up. But if you get aggressive with my kid, I will take you out. Probably, Shirley. All right, we're almost done now. We're almost done. I know this is taking forever. Please note that if you fry it like scrambled eggs, like they tell you to do on the old TikTok, it might take you about half an hour longer to make your pancakes than necessary. But we're getting there. It is a THM recipe, Lucy. This is from Trim Healthy Wisdom. This is actually it's the original Trim Healthy Pancakes recipe, but they upped the protein. But I scrambled it like an egg. Because I have need to be different. I have desires to be different. Look at that. Looks like cereal. Just like they said it would. Look. I'm going to top it with a little cinnamon and gentle sweet. Or a whole bunch. That looks good. It's a little dry. I think I have some from last year in here. Let's see. Expired on, not until August. He is. He's messing with me again. Old Zuckerberg. I'll tell you what. I'm going to call a meeting with Zuck. Him and I are going to have a go around. Oh. I think that looks delish. I need a littler spoon for my wee mouth. Look, isn't that fun? Mmm. Oh, that's really good. Cindy, why do you always come up with the good names? Scram cakes. They're scram cakes. Cindy, that's genius. Oh, they're really good this way, you guys. They're really crispy. Yum. All right, guys. Sorry for the tech issues. It's Mark Zuckerberg, not me. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you come join me in the Wisdom Workshop starting Monday. The menu is out. You can shop for your menu this weekend. I probably should do that. 45 minutes to make scrambled pancakes. Sorry, guys. I don't know when it glitches like that. I don't have any control. I wish it did. Wish I did. All right, you guys. I love you all. I hope you have an awesome sauce day, and I will see you all back tomorrow.